Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here, and it's time for an epic Bakugan deck profile. So, you already know, got another deck box here. Like I said, when I said I was going crank with them, I was going crank with them and waiting to do so all year, and now it's that time, man. And just when I deck build, I just make multiple decks at once. I know it's weird, maybe it's my ADHD or something, but yeah, I'm a multitasker. But get those there. Oh, crap. Get that. And get that. So, with this one, we got a special little theme for this. So what it is we got like some mythics here. So playing around with some mythic Bakugan with this. But we've got Aqua's Ramparian Ultra 605 Fist and Shield, so it can get up to 1,000, break 1,000, 1,005. You put a magic shield in there, it can get up to like 1,250. But yeah, and then we've got Trox up in here. It's Mythic Trox. So Ventus Mythic Trox. Double shield, 702. It's got a built-in reroll, and if you land on a shield, you can add a core. So that's big, man. And then we've got Darkest Gortheon here. It's also a mythic. Double shield, 801. Reroll built in. But also, if it lands on a shield, it can steal a core from the opponent, which is big time, man. I mean, getting up to 1,200 minus that, then you take that, you can get up to like 1,800. It's crazy. I don't know if it takes the core. And then also for Trox too, I can get up to like 1,750 if you take like a magic shield with it with 650. So both of them are really strong boys. And Ramparian's still breaking 1,000 as well. But we also have Nanogon here. So we got Aqua's Nano Widow. If you have one shield, plus 200. Two shields on your Bakugan, plus 600. And the Nanogon go based off of all of them. So if collectively they say has a shield, then you decide to play Widow, you can do so because you have the requirements for it with the two shields. So yeah, man. But now getting into it, we got Ramparian Ultra here looking like an absolute beast. And then we got Trox here, the mythic version of Trox, that transparent paint job they give it for it, and like plastic job. Looks so cool. And then we've got Gortheon here, also transparent as well. So the mythic version of them. So mythic Gortheon, mythic Trox. It shows how they're boosting like some Bakugan that weren't usable before, making them stronger, like with mythic version, which is really cool. And then we got Nano Widow here. You don't have to feature like the Nanogon with the deck. You don't have to have the actual figure, but I like the Nanogon, so giving them respects by putting them in with them. So yeah, dude. Now we got the cores here. So plus 250 and one cost less for Bakugear. Plus 300, one cost less for Bakugear. And then we got Aquas and Darkest plus 400. Aquas and Ventus plus 400. Darkest and Ventus plus 400. And the other core got stuck. There it is. All right. And then 1 damage and then 2 cost less for Bakugear. So you already know using some Bakugear with this. Bakugear reduction cards or, cores in general help out big time because you can get the Bakugear out there that much sooner. But, yeah, dude. So now we got to get into the deck. So Fusion Mud Shield, Ventus Aqua Stop, Obscuring Evade, Darkest Aqua Stop, Deep Freeze, Shield, and Helix stopped. Sonic Shield, Fist, and Flame Fist stopped. Stone Hide, stop Arliss if you do energize this uncharged. See Serenity, Chaos, Ventus stopped. So, use your flip cards, man. Use your flip cards because they can save yourself from huge, huge damaging attacks. Like, they can make a team attack that's normally for, like, a ton of damage go down to possibly 1 or 2 if you're lucky enough. But, yeah. Diamond Ramparian Ultra, 3 costs, 508. Lands on a shield, it gets plus 500, so that's a nice boost for it while having some pretty good damage with it as well. Tropic Blast, minus 200. Turbo, if you have the most energy cards in play, minus 400, so you already know, doing a little bit of energy ramp and Turbo with this. Piercing Scream, minus 400, 2 cost. Deafening Roar, minus 600, 3 cost. Meteor Sting, minus 2 trifecta for minus 7. So, got to get the trifecta in here because the core, steal and manipulation, 3 or more cores you need. Like, that's big, man, for sure. Goes very well, trifecta. But Ventus Roar, plus 6 trifecta. You can energize it uncharged. Meteor Sting, minus 2, minus 7. Bakugan Overdrive, minus 1,000 trifecta to draw 2 cards. We got a couple of those. G-Force drop, minus 300 in scan. So look at the top card of your deck with the scan. If you like it, you can leave it there. If you don't like it, you can put it at the bottom of your deck. Vortex Blaster. Sync. When you play this, reveal a card in your hand that costs 5 energy or more for 500. So 3 cost for that. Aqua Plate, 400. No damage, 3 cost. Got another one there. Got Dark Helm, 3 cost, plus 200, plus 2. Stealth Thruster. When you play this, energize a top card of your deck uncharged, 4 cost. Ventus Fort. Play before rolling. Your Bakugan gets Victor. Energize the top 2 cards of your deck uncharged. So this is a very diverse deck for sure. I'm having some turbo, having some turbo, having some sync, having some energy ramp, having Baku gear. Terran Vitalizer can be attached as a second Baku gear. When you play this, draw a card, then you can energize a card from your hand. So that energy ramp. Ventus Venom. You must reroll your Bakugan. If you open on the reroll, you can energize the top 2 cards of your deck uncharged. And then plus 100 for each energy card you have in play. So that big time energy ramp card. Aqua Kinesis, plus 200 sync for reroll. Got another one there. Thought Decay. Choose a player to discard 2 cards. Chaotic Darkness. Choose a player to discard a card. So having some discard in there as well. Aqua Freeze Beam, plus 200. Sync for plus 500. Dark Rain, plus 4. Sync, where you can reveal a Baku gear in your hand for plus 400. Got a couple of those. Howling Shell Bomb. Yup, man, you already know. So it's like a hybrid deck. It's got Sync with it. It's got the Turbo Energy Ramp with it. So it's a definite deck that's kind of hard to predict and hard to follow. But yeah, plus 1,000. If another card calls you to reveal this from your hand, you can play it for free. So yeah, Howling Shell Bomb being wild. Lightning Tail Chaser. Sync. You may reveal a card in your hand with the same name as the card you played to draw a card. So basically, if you have 2 cards that have like the same name, you just played one, you have another one in your hand. With this effect, you can draw a card. You just show it off and then you can draw a card. So give them some more ammo out there. Another Lightning Tail Chaser. Ventus Stink, 3 cost, minus 600. Ventus Roar, plus 6 trifecta. Solar Powered Energizes and Charge and then reroll. Multi-slash armor, 3 cost, 301. So having like multiple copies of a card in here, got the effect of lightning, you got the energy ramp, you got some turbo effects with this, you got trifecta effects with it, you got sync with it. So it's very tough to predict, man. It's like you could be dealing with trifecta one moment, you could be dealing with sync another moment. Definitely a hybrid deck, and you can also get that energy ramp in there. Plus the core manipulation with it. It's a very tough deck to predict because there's a bunch going on with it and such. And it can respond to many different scenarios, for sure, man. Especially with your opponent ups their B power, reduce that B power and such. You can put out some cards that make them discard their hand. You can go with the trifecta effect. You can go with the sync with this. So it's super duper hard to predict this deck, and all of the Bakugan being really strong as well. It's definitely a fun one for sure, man. Just playing around with things besides using Pirates, because I know I use like Song of Fire and Air Zero a lot of decks when it comes to Pirates and such, but making some decks that are really, really strong, because it's not always just like, oh, you need to have Pirates cards in your deck or a Pirates Bakugan for it to be strong. Like, with how the game is, man, and how the cards are, this is why we just got to see the cards that much more. You can make things really, really wild. I mean, there's no Pirates with this deck, but you can see how it's versatile. You can see the energy ramp with it, and you can see how it can respond to a lot of things with the trifecta, with the sync, the Baku gear, reducing cores as well, making your opponent discard cards. Like, there's a lot to it, man. But yeah, anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this epic Bakugan deck profile number 106. I'll just call it Mythic Tri-Sync, because, Mythic Trifecta Sync, I'll call it that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. I never forgot about the deck profiles. Like I said, Rome wasn't built in a day. If you weren't waiting on any certain things with the channel, patience, and there's plenty to go back and watch. Doing both Beyblade and Bakugan content. Obviously, people wait for some things at certain points, but there's plenty to go back and watch. Literally thousands of videos to go back and watch in the meantime, man. One person putting out a lot on the regular, and yeah, especially cranking with profiles now. And I'm still not done with them. But yeah, anyways, till next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Till then, stay awesome and Bakugan Brawl. I'm up out of here.